The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Here we go. The tip-off goes to Cleveland. Now here's Westbrook. Pulls it from the elbow. And he hits the jumper for two.
You know, Westbrook always in control. He gets the shot that he wants to. And over time, that can just wear out a defense.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
You know, Westbrook will not let an opportunity to embarrass his defender go wanting. Oh, my goodness. What a move.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Westbrook. Takes it inside.
McDaniels is perhaps the best wing defender in the league, guys, showing us why right there.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Randle outside. Looking to end the run. And then Randle slams it in.
Boy, Julius Randle putting some spice on that jam.
Has wasted no time on that one.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Towns up top. Nice move. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Davis.
Boy, the creative finishing ability of Randle draws a lot of fouls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Taking two shots.
No good on the second, so he hits one of two.
Knocking down your freebies can help you get in a rhythm and stay there.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Pass to Beal. Randle left side. Stolen by McDaniel. And it's Davis with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Miller, no up.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Spin. Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Randle's got tremendous confidence in his game, and he's pretty good at creating with his ball handling having improved.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Out to the right wing. Right side, Westbrook. Pass to Towns. From deep. And Russell Westbrook with the three. Westbrook's got 9. It's been all about Jaden McDaniels for Cleveland. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Cleveland leading by 5. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark. Pass to Randall. The kick out to Westbrook. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. To the middle. Stolen by Westbrook. Beal deciding where to go with it. Outside Gordon. Back to Beal. Gordon.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
Atlanta trails by 3. Outside Westbrook. Outside Beal. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Beal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Kuzma outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
The kick out to Westbrook. There's Beal with the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Morrison can't hit. On the wing, Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Towns. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Atlanta. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
The shortest 3 on the floor, that corner. That is why guys shoot such a good percentage from there.
So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl-Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall. And the defense pays the ultimate price when they don't box Turner out. I mean, he's more than happy to throw it down if nobody puts a body on it.
Access denied. You have to go up a little more aggressively when he's near.
And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
It's hauled in by Edwards. Cleveland leading by 4. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, strong finish that time by Turner. When you need a big bucket, he can seal the deal on the fast break for you.
Inside, Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Cleveland ahead, ending the second quarter with a 13-5 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Here's Simon. And there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power? And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
That's a two from Simons. And again, it's Atlanta. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Right side, Edwards. And stolen by Gordon. Here's McDaniels. Back to Simons. And stolen by Kuzma. Edwards with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simon's too big a threat from deep.
Puts the move on. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Simons surveying the D. Pass to Gordon. And a foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Jordan. Let's go.
Boy, excellent job that time by Westbrook to challenge without fouling.
Shot by McDaniels, no good.
He was not having it. Get that stuff out of here.
Here's Simon. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Simons has got 13 points in just this quarter. Lays it up off the glass. And Cleveland leads by 3.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Fires the 3. Gordon with the defensive effort.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Here's Westbrook. Yes, and the foul. That one on Simon.
Boy, you watch Westbrook play, and he seems like he's relentlessly hungry and borderline angry. He never settles, always in full attack mode.
Simons from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
And finished off by McDaniel.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Cleveland leads 5-2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here is Porter. And finished off by Porter.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
Pass to Mourning. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Edwards. Atlanta with the rebound. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Drops in the tray. Gordon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, Gordon has always been a guy who can knock down the 3, and his attempts increased significantly, though, when he headed to Houston, and he is rock solid from deep.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now McDaniel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Simons! And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. Here's Davis. And he jams it in.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
Simons. And get the 3. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Into the lane. And there's the dunk.
When Russ makes up his mind to drive it, watch out. He's such a fierce, dynamic athlete. A full head of steam, and he's cooking you.
Gordon.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Second team foul. At the line for Atlanta, Eric Gordon.
It's the first that shrinks the margin to just 4. The free throw is good from Eric Gordon.
We've come to expect this from him in these situations. Extremely calm under pressure.
And yeah, it's good.
And this is where Miller continues to improve, creating off the dribble.
And it's Simons off the drive.
Turning into a sensation in a hurry. Get your tickets to see Simons.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes to pass now here in the fourth. Here's McDaniel. It's stolen by Davis. Miller. 3. Good.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Now McDaniel. Tries it from 19. Good on the basket.
Jaden McDaniels, what a moment. Huge bucket there.
Here's Davis. Westbrook fired. Now Davis. Now Westbrook. Outside Davis. Now McDaniel. And he does not hit. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Gordon. The 3 doesn't go.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast. This is 2K Sports, bringing you tonight's game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And it's going to be Louisville off the tip. For three, Westbrook drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, he's still got that pull-up in his back pocket. Don't sleep on Russell Westbrook.
Here's Simons. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jordan. And he lays it straight in.
Well, you see the development of Simons. Reading the game better.
Nice move. And finished off by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns.
Gracious. And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power?
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Westbrook pulls it down.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And so Simons will bring it up for Atlanta. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
Atlanta with the ball. And Anthony Simons got his teeth under Damian Lillard. And C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good manners.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
Here's Gordon. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Gordon's got his second bucket.
The physicality Gordon plays with jumps out.
Oh, that was something else.
Are you kidding me?
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one. Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning.
Pass to Edwards. Spins. Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Wow, fancy stuff from Anthony Simons.
Morning. No good, unable to end this run. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Beal can't get it to go. Louisville trails by 7. Westbrook way outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Simons. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Yeah, unwilling to let that possession go, he creates the second chance opportunity.
Westbrook is so much more difficult to defend when that three ball is going down.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game. And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And it's Ellis penetrating. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
There may be long-range shooters with better numbers than Ellis, but no one has more confidence. There isn't a shot from any spot on the floor that Ellis doesn't think he can sink.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Cunningham outside. Drives to the hoop. And he gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
Assertive drive by Cunningham. Just took off and never looked back.
Down low. It's stolen by Edwards. Beal with it. Westbrook picks him up.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
To Cunningham. Pass to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. To Cunningham. And the rebound goes to Louisville. Beal from long range. Edwards with the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
Here's Ellis. Blocked again.
Tracking that ball all the way. Strong defense at the rim.
Here's Beal. Here's the drive.
Boy, Westbrook is explosive in everything he does.
Beal can't get it to go. Cunningham with it. Now Beal defending. McDaniels on the wing. Still scoreless.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Here's Ellis. Louisville, no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 11. We welcome you to our 2K Sports broadcast. Some great basketball in store for you. We'll watch Atlanta in this one as they go up against Albuquerque. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Thomas feeling it out a bit. And the jam by Isaiah Thomas.
And nothing like taking it to the hole yourself.
Outside, Simon. Pass to McDaniels. Tries the spin move.
Wow, it's like Simons has it on a string.
And Anthony Simons cut his teeth under Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, Stan. Some pretty good mentors.
You aren't kidding, Kevin. And I think going up against those guys in practice every day, watching them every night, and being another guard who has to score the ball, he couldn't have learned from anybody better. And Anthony Simons now a tough guy to stop.
And so here's Albuquerque following the three by Atlanta. Edwards. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
Stolen by Thomas. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gugliotta. Right side Thomas. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Here's Atlanta now. Here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Jordan. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Thompson.
First team foul.
Well, Coach, you know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
Here's Simons. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. And it's Simons off the drive.
So quick. Simons using that burst to get to the rim.
Here's Thomas. Atlanta with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Stolen by Thomas. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. .58 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Albuquerque needs to get a shot off here. Here's Gugliotta. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Simon. Here he goes. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And Albuquerque making a change here. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock to the paint. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And so Simons will bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. It's deflected. They recover it. Pass to Beal. Driving to the basket. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Albuquerque leads by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Here's Beckers. An easy 2 points on the layup. Beckers has got the lead up to 4 now for Albuquerque. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Pass to Gugliotta. The shake. Here's Bosch. And then Bosch with the jam.
And Bosch can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
Basket counts. Simons has got 9 points.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Gugliotta. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And there's the call on Derek Fisher. That's his first foul. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Beal puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Staggering accuracy from Beal. Goes up from deep range and makes a tough shot look easy.
Here's Gugliotta. And the layup's good off the glass. Gugliotta's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Second team foul. Substitution for Albuquerque.
Green by McDaniel. Chris Bosch with the rebound.
Atlanta foul.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Albuquerque?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high-percentage looks.
Spins. Beal, that's for 2. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Poke loose.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
McDaniels with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, one sign of a great player, the ability to find teammates like he just did, set them up for success. Sometimes you have to ignore the analytics. There is value in the mid-range if that's who's shooting.
Simons. And Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
Great body control there. This is how you execute close to the basket.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Here's Mourning, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mourning's got the lead up to 6 now for Albuquerque.
Yeah, and Mourning just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Pass to Edwards, and stolen by Thompson. And so it's Albuquerque in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
The artist behind many iconic throwdowns, Russell Westbrook, putting on a show.
Pass to Edwards. Over Thompson. Edwards hits with little room.
Yeah, you can't let the defense scare you off your shots. You have to stay strong.
And Westbrook throws it down.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Here's Thomas. Trying to get open is Thompson. Thomas, that's good. Thomas got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Inside, and Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
And stolen by Jordan. Here's Gugliotta. 6 points for him. The rebound by Alonzo Mourning. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Thompson. Offensive rebound. Outside Gordon. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebound by Albuquerque.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a screen. Here's Thompson. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
A true shooter, Thompson can adjust his touch perfectly for that mid-range.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
.125 left to play here in the third. Tries the spin move. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Westbrook plays so hard out there. When he has the rim in his sights, he locks in on throwing it down.
Pass to Edwards. Jordan outside. Misses the layup. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Back to Westbrook. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the dunk by Mourning.
Well, what a display of athletic ability. Hammering it down like that.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Drills it from outside. Westbrook's got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Atlanta. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Going inside, pass to Mourning. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Here's Atlanta. It's a one-point game. And finished off by Westbrook.
How about Westbrook turning the clock back a little right now? He's cooking with grease.
Here's Beckers. Westbrook with the block.
Look at that rim protection. He just erased that shot.
Here's Jordan. Banked in off the glass.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
Here's Westbrook. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And Thomas, here we go. Jordan. And Mourning sends it back.
Stifling the offense in close. I love how he got right into their business there.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And he drives in. The basket is good.
And that's the baby-faced assassin. Thomas, he'll smile at you, and then he'll cut your legs out from under you.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, he's been dialed in. Very efficient here in the second half.
Now Jordan. Thompson outside. Now Jordan. Here's Thomas. Puts it up from 17. Rebounded by Randall.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Westbrook. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Albuquerque trails by 5. Thompson with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Edwards. Fires the 3. Edwards drills the 3.
Well, we talk about icing his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Outside Westbrook. Takes the 3. Buries the deep ball.
Look at Westbrook carrying the load. He can be that guy for you.
Oh, good on the layup. Here's Atlanta now. It's Randall. For 3. It's good.
Impressive decision-making there. He could have tried to score, but makes the right decision and hits the open shooter.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's stolen by Randall.
Well, to me, Russ is at his best down low, inside. That's a rare trait for a guard.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 9.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Stolen by Gordon.
Well, he was laying in wait for that pass. Terrific read to get a jump on.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Westbrook scanning the floor. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Isaiah Thomas.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Atlanta calls timeout. They're in front by 9. What do you think, guys?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
Here's Westbrook from down in the low post. It goes. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And so long, everyone. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. So Dallas will get the first possession. Back to Kuzma. Stolen by McDaniel. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Clarkson. Pass to Booker. From deep three-point land. Doesn't go that time. Outside, Simon. Fires from deep. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simon's too big a threat from deep.
Now here's Beal. There's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And great at creating space against the defense. You can't give him those lanes.
Nifty move. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one. How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
Here's Simons. Beal deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot. Oh!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power?
Crosses over. Nice defense from McDaniel. Outside, Simon. McDaniel's on the wing. Here's Beal. Jordan trying to free himself up. Missed inside. And stolen by Simon. One-on-one here. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Knocks down the three ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so here is Dallas. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Edwards can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by Booker.
And the confidence this kid has in his shot is something else. Booker isn't afraid to let it fly.
Oh, here's Edwards. Still without a basket. 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And already very comfortable at the arc. Booker takes that shot without hesitation.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's good, 2 points. Simons has got 7 points in the game.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession. I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Free throw good. Clarkson. Outside, Simon. And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Clarkson goes in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's Jordan Clarkson creating havoc in the lane. Nice work.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Oh, what a jam! Simon!
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Clarkson outside. Pass to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. And for the ball out of bounds, Jordan touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And it's Irving missing. The Atlanta trails by 10. And so they foul intentionally.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Bell. Cunningham outside. Puts the move on. Edwards with the block.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. The shot's good from Ainge.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Chris Bosh.
Bosh with the bucket.
And Bosh proving he has the range, but D has to take him seriously from outside.
And he banks in the layup. Cunningham's got 5 points now this quarter.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
The shot's good from Ainge.
And when you work that rock down low, take shots from there. You'll shoot it at a very high clip.
Outside Gordon. Back to Cunningham. Mourning with the screen. Shoots the three. Cunningham's shot is off.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The shot by Ainge, no good. Atlanta trails by 13. He steps back. Pass to Bell. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. Bell's got himself on the board with three there. And here is Cephalosha. No scoring in this one. On the top of the key. And Dallas again with the bucket. And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, the ability to consistently touch feet is impressive. What a driver.
The shot's good from Ainge. Ainge has got 11 points.
To me, success inside is all about effort and savvy. That's nicely done.
Let's go. Westbrook, no good. Dallas leading by 12. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. High post try. It's rebounded by Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Ainge. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how